Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some live ladder with my giant Edrag deck. There was a lot of people in the comments wanting to see it, because it's been over a month since I've used my giant Edrag deck on top ladder. I did use it in the Sudden Death Global Tournament, but in ladder, it's been over a month because of my ban. But now that I'm back, guys, we can use giant Edrag on ladder. Figured I should, because yeah, it's been over a month. And we can have our first mini push of the season. We're at 6K right now. I got 6K yesterday with Mortar bait, actually. And we can just push maybe to 6,100, playing like 3-4 games, maybe even 5. I'll see what I have time for. And guys, what's really good is the Pekka got that nerf from long range to medium. And I would say now that the Pekka has medium range, my deck versus Pekka once again is a 50-50 matchup. I would say when it had long range, it had a slight edge against my deck just because of how broken the Pekka was, but now it's once again 50-50, and Pekka Fisherman isn't even that hard to beat. Maybe if I verse it, that would be good, because I can like show you guys how to play against it, because I've been practicing a little bit, and I was able to beat Pekka Fisherman a couple of times. So yeah, as I said, after the Pekka got its nerf to medium range, it's not even that hard to beat anymore. Alright, so we found our first game against Levy here. So we have our Giant in our starting hand, Miner, Prince, Megamine. So for sure we want to like Miner's Tower. That would be like the best starting play in the situation, but it looks like he decided to go in with a Bandit in the back, so let's just go with our Miner in the back, kind of like defensively. We could have like played our Prince in the back, but honestly guys, I think it's always better to play your 3 Elixir Miner over the 5 Elixir Prince in that situation when they go in with a Bandit in the back, because the Prince isn't that good against it, because you guys know how like the Bandit charges and stuff and like cancels the Prince's charge. So it's just best to use your Miner, I would say. So his Baby Dragon and Snowball, this could end up being a Pekka deck. So now, guys, we can play our Prince because the Prince is pretty good against the Battle Ram. And then let's have our Edrag ready in case he plays something in front of the Battle Ram. It looks like he doesn't, though. And he decides to go in with his Ewiz. Let's go ahead and Fireball the Ewiz just to kind of like push it forward, and also just because we were about to leak Elixir, so we had to play something anyways. And there we go, guys. So that's good. Our Prince is able to get 2 hits on his band. It actually ends up taking it out. Even though, guys, we don't need a log, I'm going to do it anyways because we were full on Elixir. And he has a log as well. So it is looking like a Pekka deck, but pretty interesting variant on his end because he has the log and the Snowball, which is quite interesting because typically Pekka usually has one small spell and usually it's the Zap, but he has the Snowball and the Barbell, so that's a little weird. So I don't really want to Giant in the back, guys. When you're versing a Pekka deck, or like at least if you think it's Pekka, you don't really want to play your Giant in single Elixir. You want to save it until double. So we're just kind of going to wait a little bit and wait for him to make a play, and he decides to Battle Ram. So let's have our Edrag ready again. And there we go, guys. That's why you want to have your Edrag ready, because a lot of people sometimes go in for yeah, Pekka at the bridge for some reason. So we're not even going to use our log here, guys. Look at that. Edrag is just so strong against the Battle Ram, and then also the Pekka. This is why, guys, Pekka isn't that hard to beat if you use your Edrag properly. Let's go send in a Miner here, guys. We know he doesn't have his Pekka in rotation, obviously, because he just used it. Let's go ahead and Fireball this Ewiz into the other lane, excuse me. It might seem kind of like a weird Fireball since we're not hitting the tower, but guys, that Ewiz honestly gets a lot of value against our push, and when it's the other lane, that's really good for us, and we end up taking his tower as a result of that. And with 30 seconds to go, I don't really think there's any way he can break through. And he decides to play a Pekka in the back. Pretty interesting play, in my opinion, since there's only 30 seconds of the game left. And I don't think there's any way that Pekka is going to make it to our tower. Yeah, let's just defensive Miner in this lane. I wanted to save my Edrag in case he rushed the other lane. And there he goes in with everything he has, basically, kind of as a desperation. But if I Fireball here, killing the Baby Dragon, the Bandit, and then the Edrag will just finish off those Barbarians pretty easily. That's going to be a good game. Pretty easy first win. As I said, guys, just make sure to save your Edrag for, like, the Battle Ram, and also don't Pekka in single Elixir, and basically you should be fine. And, yeah, as I said, it's a pretty even matchup, not too difficult to beat after the Pekka's range is back to medium now. But, yeah, let's go hop into our next game. 2 wins away now from 6,100. Oh, wow, so we're playing, GIA reading Kava. He's actually a CRL player, I think. So let's give him the good luck. And he goes in with a log. So let's go with the Zap on his tower and see what he does. So he goes in with the Ice Golem. So Ice Golem could be like I mean, a lot of different things, but he has the Ice Wizard, so it's looking like an Ice Bow deck for sure. So let's go in with a Fireball on top of the Ice Golem and the Ice Wizard, and then he goes in with his Mega Minions. So yeah, he goes in with his Expo. Unfortunately, guys, we didn't even have our Giant in rotation, so that was kind of unfortunate for us. But we have it there, so we're able to Giant and block for the Expo, and he goes in with a NATO. Oh wow, pretty bad NATO because it doesn't actually pull the Giant back, so yeah, a little bit of a mistake on his end there. Now we can Miner in the back because he has his NATO out of rotation, just to get some extra chip, and also we need to try to cycle back to another Giant as soon as possible for his Expo, but unfortunately I think he's back to one right now. So he might go in with an Expo. I'm not sure though. Let's go in with a Mega Minion here. I could have zapped the Mega Minion, but I wanted to save it for the Expo. I'm gonna Prince, and then we need to go in for a Giant as soon as we have the Elixir for it. Okay, so let's go in with a Giant right now. Let's have our Fireball ready in case he plays like a Mega Minion next to his Expo, but he might not end up doing anything. We'll have to see. Yeah, he doesn't do anything, so he just lets the Giant kill the Expo, so that's good. I'm gonna go for a defensive Miner here, just so we defend the Ewiz and the... let's go with the Fireball Zap there, killing the Mega Minion, also hitting the Expo. So there we go, guys. We were able to take care of his Expo there. That got a little scary. Like, if his Mega Minion, for example, ended up killing our Edrag, and then we weren't able to get that extra damage on it, it would have been a little bit of a problem for us. We're going with a Log here, and then I'm going to go with the Miner in the back, because that way, yeah, he uses the NATO on top of the Giant, and then he didn't have anything, like, he wasn't able to pull the Miner to the King since he was forced to use it on the Giant. And now, guys, his NATO isn't even in rotation, so let's go with the Giant here. And then let's go in with a Mega Minion. That time he does end up pulling the Giant back, so pretty well played on his end, but look at the chip we're getting the other lane. It might be in... yeah, it actually is in Fireball cycle range, guys. So when you get their tower to 2 Fireballs away, all you need to do is Fireball their tower, and then if you cycle 4 more cards, you actually end up, yeah, winning the game. So let's go in with a Giant here. Let's go in with a Miner. That's 2 cards. That's 3 cards, Log, and then 4 cards is the Zap. So that is going to be a good game, guys. Let's give him the good game. Pretty good game, I guess. Like, he had some, like, nice NATOs, but unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to, get enough damage from the Expo, and also he gave me quite a lot of Fireball value, and also I think we made a really good play in the other lane, to be honest. When he went with an Expo, we went with a Miner behind his tower, and then he wasn't able to deal with the Miner because he used the NATO on the Giant, and the Miner was just able to get so much chip damage. That was a really nice play on our end, and yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure that guy plays CRL. I could be wrong, though. Okay, so yeah, we're 1 game away from 6,100. Almost top 1,000, so yeah, we're not insanely high up, but maybe by the end of the video, we'll be, like, at least top, hopefully, like, maybe around top 500. We'll have to see, though, because it's only been, yeah, it's only been 9 minutes, so we can probably play, like, 3 more games, I would say, since the games have been pretty quick. Alright, so, playing against BRL here, so we could go with a Mega Minion, but honestly I want to wait for him. So yeah, he decides to go in with a Mortar. Let's go with our Prince, and then let's go with our Edrag, just because in case he plays any sort of bait card, we'll, yeah, get good value against it right there against the Goblin Gang. Look at that chain, really nice damage on top of the Mortar. And then he goes with his Rascals. He's probably gonna, oh wow, I thought he was gonna play Bats, but he ended up playing Spear Goblins, so not the best Spear Goblins on his end, in my opinion. Or maybe he just didn't even have Bats in rotation. But either way, good value for us. Let's go with a Mega Minion here. Definitely, guys, solid matchup on our end since he has Mortar Bait and he's using Rascals. He's even saying good game. Like, I think, yeah, like, I think he knows he's going to have some, like, trouble winning this. Let's go in with a Miner, and then let's go in with a Log on top of his Goblin Gang. And I think, guys, to be honest, we may have already won, because look at all this damage we're going to get, and then the Mega Minion might... no, it's not going to lock on the tower because he had enough to play Spear Goblins. But look at that, we took half his tower. We got him kind of in an awkward cycle because at the beginning he was kind of aggressive, like he went with a Mortar first play of the game. That's not necessarily a bad play, but sometimes it can get you in a bad cycle. I'm going to let that Rascal go just because it's only going to get, yeah, I think 1 hit. It could have gotten 2, but I knew it wasn't going to get much damage, so I just kind of let it be. If he's, okay, wow, so he's going same lane as us. That's pretty interesting. In my opinion, I use Mortar bait quite a lot myself, and I think the best play to do is to actually play a Mortar other lane, because if you play it same lane that the Giant player's going, it kind of makes it a little bit easier for them. So yeah, he should probably go like other lane, but he decided to go same lane as us, and yeah, that's going to cost him because we were easily able to defend the left lane with our Prince. We had just enough elixir to play in time for the Goblin Gang. And yeah, guys, there isn't really too much he can do. As I said, it's a good matchup for us anyways. And also, he should have played a Mortar in the left lane instead of playing it in the right lane. Let's go in with a Log here, Mega Minion, and he's going to go in with Bats. He might go in with the Goblin Gang. Yeah, I was going to say. But it doesn't matter since we have a Mega Minion down. He is trying to, like, spam us pretty hard, though. Let's just go in with a Prince here to tank for those Spear Goblins. And then, honestly, we could just Fireball those Bats. I don't really think it matters because we still have Log in rotation to deal with the Rascals. Let's go in with an Edrag here. And then let's Log. And then let's go in with a Miner. And then let's Prince. I bet he's gonna play... Oh, wow, he isn't going in with a Miner. He must have not had it in rotation. So this is going to be a good game, guys. Pretty solid matchup for us. And also, yeah, like, he didn't really, I also think he made, like, a couple of mistakes going in with the Mortar, same lane that I was going in. He should have gone opposite lane, or he probably should have, yeah, I'm not really sure, but it's still, like, a really good matchup for us anyway. So we were able to get the win pretty easily, hitting 6,100. And now, guys, we're like top 800, basically, 819. Not bad. Let's keep it going, though, because, yeah, we probably have time, at least 2 more games, 2 or 3 more. Alright, so this guy gives us the WoW. We're playing against Nemesis here. So we could go with a Miner on his tower, unless he does something, but yeah, let's wait a little bit, and then if after like 5 seconds he doesn't do anything, let's just go with a Miner on top of his tower. Because we don't have the best cycle anyway. Oh, oops, I played it a tile too low. I don't think it matters too much, though. Alright, so he's got a Bandit, so Bandit could mean, like, Pekka, could be Bridge Spam. So yeah, let's go in with a Prince on top of his Bandit here. And he responds with an Ewiz. So now it's looking like a Pekka deck for sure, since he has, the Bandit and the Ewiz. And he's going to choose to let his Ewiz die, which is pretty interesting. He maybe could have protected it with like a Battle Ram or something, unless maybe he didn't have it in rotation. So Baby Dragon, so he is using the Baby Dragon variant of Pekka, it looks like. So he could actually have the Ram Rider. Sometimes this deck has the Ram Rider instead of the Battle Ram. We'll just kind of have to wait until he uses it. But either way, Ram Rider gets countered by the Edrag, just like the Battle Ram does. So we're always going to want to make sure we have either our Edrag in rotation or the Prince, like, kind of as an option as well. So, yeah, we're just kind of cycling here. I don't really think either one of us really wants to start up a push. Like, he obviously can't just go in with, like, a Ram Rider with a Peridgeon. At the same time, I don't really want to Giant in the back, knowing he's just going to peck on it. So, as I said, guys, in the first game, remember, if you know they're playing Pekka, wait for them, take your time, and wait to Giant until double elixir. There's no reason to play it in single, because you're just going to be punished by Pekka that you don't have enough elixir to defend. So now, guys, right here, we're 4 seconds away from double elixir, so let's go ahead and play our Giant in the back. And there we go, he goes in with his Pekkas in the back. As I thought, he was using a Pekka deck because he had the Ewiz, Bandit, and Baby Dragon, so there wasn't really anything else it could have been. I'm going to take my chances here and hope he doesn't have Lightning, but if he does have Lightning, then we're going to need to be careful the next few times we play our Edrag. But it looks like he has Poison, so that's good for us. We like seeing that much more than the Lightning, of course. I'm going to once again Fireball that Ewiz other lane. Unfortunately for him, the Ewiz walked in front of that Battle Ram, so let's just Log and then go in with our Prince. We could probably set up another Giant in the back. No, let's go Giant this lane, same lane as his Dark Prince. And once again, he just goes in with a Pekka. Sometimes these games end up being a tie, so hopefully we can eventually break through. Let's go with a Miner in the back, same lane as his Bandit, and then have Prince ready in case he decides to go in with the Battle Ram. I'm going to go in with a Fireball, hitting the Ewiz and also hitting the Pekka. And once again, guys, it pushes the Ewiz other lane. I'm going to go with the Zap on top of the Baby Dragon because there wasn't really anything else I could have played. I kind of had an awkward cycle. And he goes in with a Battle Ram. I'm going to go in with a Giant in the back. He might go in with a Pekka. I thought he was going to go in with one in front of the Battle Ram, but he decided to go with one in the back. That's probably better anyways. It would have been kind of risky for him to just go with one at the bridge, knowing that we had Edrag. Okay, once again, let's go ahead and Fireball the Ewiz. And then let's play our Edrag. He might go in with a push other lane since we just used our Edrag on top of the Pekka. We'll have to see. No, he doesn't. It looks like he probably didn't have the elixir after using the poison or something. I'm not too sure, though. And yeah, guys, kind of just like a stalemate here. Either one of us haven't really done anything. So he goes in with a Bandit other lane. I'm actually going to Miner on top of his Ewiz. And let's ignore that Bandit and then try to break through here. I'm going to go with the Fireball on top of the Battle Ram. And we might be able to break through since we ended up ignoring that Bandit. I'm going to go with the Miner on top of his tower. Going pretty aggressive here. I'm going to Zap to retarget the tower on top of the Miner. I'm going to go with a Log because he might go in with like an Ewiz or something. There's his Ewiz. It doesn't kill it though, but look at the Miner guys on the back of his tower, whittling it down. Will it put it into Fireball range? It won't put it into Fireball range, but guys, all we need to do is if we cycle a Fireball, a Zap, and a Log on his tower, we do win the game. And since, guys, we have our Fireball now, let's go with the Fireball, a Zap, and Log, and that will finish off his tower. So let's give him the good game. As I said, guys, really even matchup when they are using Pekka Poison because the Edrag just gets kind of tremendous value, to be honest. So honestly, really just kind of tough for him to break through. And as long as you're patient, you can eventually overwhelm them. And worst case scenario, it just ends up being a tie. So guys, that's what I've noticed when we beat it twice this video so far. Yeah, we played it right there. We played it right there. It was the same deck basically, except one had Snowball, one had Zap. You just have to be really patient, and they often can be outcycled. You can also do a Pekka pool other lane if they decide to play a Pekka behind the king. So you have a lot of options. A lot of it just requires being patient and not using your Giants in single elixir. And yeah, so we're now 620 right now. We're definitely making some progress here. Let's go ahead and search for another game. We're playing against, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Achusini? I don't know. I don't want to try to pronounce it, but I think he's that Sparky player, I'm pretty sure. The Sparky Goblin Barrel player. Yeah, there it is, guys. So he goes in with his Goblin Barrel. Let's go in with our Prince on top of it. So in this matchup, we for sure need to save our Edrag for Sparky because the Edrag is like a direct counter to it. Let's have Zap ready for his... a little bit of a mistake on my end there. I was actually going in for a prediction. Zap, thinking that he was going to play the Skeleton Army, like, right next to the Mega Minion, but that was... Ooh. I'm going to give him the oops. We kind of we messed up quite a bit right there. Like, not only did we end up missing our Zap, but we also... Wow, yeah, we, like, missed the catch on the Mega Minion on the Giant. Wow, guys, I don't know why that happened. Really bad mistakes on my end. We need to focus now to make sure we don't make any more, like, slip-ups like that. Let's go with the Fireball on top of his Minion Horde. And we hit the Sparky as well. And then Zap here, just to finish off that Minion Horde. So, guys, the only good thing we have going for us here is he doesn't have a big spell. So, honestly, if we defend alright the rest of the game, he might not be able to break through as long as I don't make any major mistakes. Because so far we made 2 major mistakes, and that may end up, like, being what cost us this game. But I feel like as long as we're careful, we make sure we don't fall for any of his barrel jukes, we should be fine, since we have the Edrag, which is just so good against the Sparky. So once again, guys, let's go in with Edrag here in the back because he doesn't really have a way to deal with it, and it's just going to be able to shut down the Sparky every time, ideally. I'm going to Prince here, and he goes in with his Giant. Let's have our Fireball ready in case he goes in with his Minion Horde. I'm going to go in with my Mega Minion to finish off his Sparky. Let's go in with a Zap. I'm going to go in with a Miner here, and then let's try to Prediction Log. Ooh, really well played Starmie on his end. He does go in with a defensive Goblin Barrel, though, so we kind of got him in an awkward situation, which is good, but we don't get any damage. Ooh, nice Sparky on his end. I was about to Giant, but then I figured I shouldn't. Let's go in with a Log. He goes in with his Minion Horde. I'm going to go with a Fireball on top of it. He goes in for a defensive Goblin Barrel. Let's have Zap ready for his Skeleton Army. I'm going to go in with the Giant at the bridge. Applying a lot of pressure here. Let's go in with a Miner. Let's have Zap ready for Skeleton Army. Zap right on top of it. And then Fireball ready for his Minion Horde if he plays it. No, it looks like he goes in with a Giant. And he cycles his arrows. Let's go with our Miner in the back. Wow, guys, it looks like we were able to get the win, but honestly, I think he deserved it a little bit more because of the mistakes we made at the beginning, but because we had such a hard counter, we were still able to win, which is really good. But yeah, guys, as I said, we kind of have like a hard counter that game. Like our Edrag is just such a hard counter to the Sparky, especially since he doesn't have a spell to deal with it. And also the fact that arrows get him like no value in the whole matchup. We honestly have like a 90-10 matchup, even like 95-5. So our mistakes at the beginning of the game is what made it like really close. But I'm gonna be honest, there was really no reason there's like no reason ever for us to lose that matchup, and I'm not really sure what was going on at the beginning of the game, beginning of that game for me. But yeah, I guess like long story short, everyone makes mistakes, and I definitely made quite a few that game, but we still managed to get the win. But yeah, guys, one thing I will say, this deck, the Giant Edrag deck, the best matchup it has is against Sparky decks, except Sparky Lightning. If they're using Sparky Lightning Goblin Giant, then you actually have about an even matchup, or it could even be slightly in their favor if they have guards. But yeah, like if they're not using Sparky, if they don't have Lightning in their Sparky deck, you almost always have the matchup. So I just played that kind of pretty poorly at the beginning, but we still managed to get the win. That's all that matters. All right, so we're top 500 right now. We're looking pretty good. Let's keep going because it's been 23 minutes. I'd say, I don't know. Maybe this will be the last one. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you guys do like longer videos, so I try to make them a half hour when I can. It's taking a while to find a game this time. But yeah, we played a lot of solid players this one. We played the Sparky guy we just versed, who's played like live events before. We played the Renan Kava guy, who I believe is in CRL, and yeah, a couple pretty solid players. So, all right, so playing against Kanan here. I'd say let's wait on him, see if he wants to do anything. If not, we could just go ahead and Miner his tower or Zap. All right, it goes with Skeleton Barrel at the bridge. We have our Mega Minion ready. All right, let's log that. He probably has Goblin Gang, but we still have our Zap and Cycle and also our Edrag, so I think we're good. This is Mega Knight bait, I think. And guys, this is another matchup, kind of like Sparky, where I kind of have a hard counter, which is really good for us. So if there is, oh, Mortar, okay. It's not Mega Knight bait then. It's Mortar bait. And he has the Minion Horde. Okay, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought, because he does have the Minion Horde. But we still... Ooh. He's throwing a little BM. I think I probably deserved it. I was considering fireballing the minion horde, and to be honest, I should have, so I deserve that BM a little bit. But what's good is we can come back because our deck does pretty good against Mortar in double elixir. I don't know. I was thinking of fireballing, but I didn't want to because I thought he wasn't going to miner, but then he minered later. So, yeah, that kind of screwed me up. But pretty nicely played on his end. I'm actually going to go in for a prediction fireball here. Oh, we got it, guys! And the prince is locked on the tower. Let's go! Oh my gosh, wow. I'm really happy right now. That fireball just won us the game, guys. Because that was a really nice prediction. I just knew he was going to play that minion horde. I knew it. And sure enough, he went in with the minion horde exactly where I thought he was going to play it. That was so good. So, let's zap those, right? We can for sure save our tower, I think. Keyword, I think. And we need to log this for sure. And that's going to be a good game. Oh my gosh, that was a really good game. Not only did we make a little bit of a comeback, we had that amazing prediction fireball, and then we barely saved our right tower. Wow, that was a really good game. I don't know, should I play one more? We got 6,200. I mean, my goal was 6,100, but the games went relatively quick, and we got some pretty solid matchups. I'd say we could stop here at 6,200. I mean... It's pretty, I don't know, I mean, I felt like we had some great games there. Also against some pretty good players, so yeah, I mean, I think we should call the video here. Stop at 6,200, you know, keep our win streak alive of, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, not bad. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And let me know what you guys want to see next video for my next ladder video, because most of my videos are going to be ladder. Next one I'm planning on it being a ladder video. So let me know what deck you guys want to see, because I'm always looking for using the decks that you guys want me to use. So yeah. With that being said, thanks again until next time, guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the giant Edrag gameplay, because I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to it. Alright, bye guys.